So the numerology of 2025 is a 9. You add up the digits and you get a 9. And according to Lemurian Numerology, a 9 is all about completion. It's about completion of cycles, phases. It's a completion of learning things at a certain level so that you're now ready to move to the next level. So that's the big theme coming up in 2025. It's the end of a 9-year cycle. And the theme is completion.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about completion. It's not just the dead end, the end of something. Completion always means things move to the next level. So once you complete a cycle at a certain level, then you move to the next level and the cycle begins again. So it's also about getting ready for new beginnings and knowing that that's coming. But we've both been getting messages from our guides, Mamiko from her goddesses, about 2025. So can you share a little bit more about why 2025 is so important in this cycle, but also Lemurian New Year?
So with Lemurian Numerology, we talk about 7-year cycle or sometimes 9-year cycle. But 9-year cycle is a main thing. So next year, 2025, is a 9th year, meaning the end of the cycle. And 2026 is number 1 year. So that's the beginning of the 9-year cycle. So that means how we spend the next year and how we complete next year will really affect how we can start new 9-year cycle in 2026. So in a way, currently right now can affect our next 10 years.
So that's kind of big.
It is big.
So so whatever we do now and get ready for 11/11.
And can I just share more?
Sure.
Especially current 9 years, we went through such a difficulty. We all went pandemic together for like 3 years or 4 years. That's huge for us. And so that really shifted our energy, and we all went through so many changes. So in a way, so many of us or the society is still affected. So it is the time, 2025, how much we can heal ourselves and how much we bring balance to ourselves. Once again, what do we need to let go from this 9-year cycle so we can start new 9-year cycle, 2026, fresh and healed and balanced and aligned with our spirit.
Thanks for sharing that, because it gives a little bit more perspective that we're not only setting our intention for this new year, but basically what we choose to do, how we choose to focus is going to basically affect the next 10 years.
Yes.
Okay.
So everything connected. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't mean if you don't live well next year, your next 10 years will be,
miserable.
Miserable. It's no. You always set the how you going to reset your course. However, because energy is a momentum, and every year there is a theme and energy, so it's much easier to align with the energy and use that energy for your advantage. Is that English?
No, that's perfect.
Yeah, for your advantage. So right now we are going into the completion year. So what kind of healing do I want to complete for myself? What kind of balance do I want to bring to myself? What kind of limitation do I want to let go next year so I can live next 9-year cycle? So that's what I've been just meditating and talking with my goddesses last 1 week or 2 weeks, because we are really preparing when I say we, because I represent my Lemurian goddesses, how I perform on this earth plane is connected with their mission, my goddess's mission. So we have been really prepared.
Thanks for sharing.
Mm-hmm.
And it even makes us think a little bit more seriously about 2025 that, okay, this is a time to kind of look back over the last 8 or 9 years and say, okay, what have I learned? What have I experienced?
Yes.
Where have, because we've all been evolving,
Yeah.
no matter the ups and downs, but we can consciously look at, okay, what do I want to bring to completion?
Race.
What do I need to learn a little bit more about, or what do I really need to examine in my life that I haven't kind of been ignoring, and really take a look at that and say, okay, how can I bring this to completion to kind of start that next cycle kind of on a clean new plateau and not with a lot of messy conflicting energies.
Yeah, so this current ninth cycle, everybody, like including me and you, there must be something we were aiming for. Well, we thought this is what I want to achieve. Did I achieve it? And if not, okay, there must be several things. I achieved this and I achieved this, but this one I couldn't. And so things has been missing or things I have not achieved. And I have to ask myself, why didn't I achieve? Is this because I thought I don't want it anymore? Or did I think, oh, there is no hope for me?
Right.
I'm not worth enough.
Yeah, not worthy enough.
Worthy enough to do it. And if that's the case, my goddess is really telling me, you have to heal about it. If you think that's what you want, but you're not going for it because you are not worthy
enough.
You're not feeling
worthy, yeah.
You're not feeling worthy for it. Are you okay with it? Do you want to complete this 9-year cycle feeling, I let it go because I'm not worthy for it? Are you happy with that attitude? So they were really talking to me like with that kind of tone, and I was thinking, okay, I really don't want to end this 9-year cycle, the things that I couldn't achieve because I was feeling I'm not worthy.
Or maybe I can't do it. Maybe, maybe I'm not supposed to do this.
I'm not good enough.
Yeah, not good. Because we all have those things. But thank you for sharing that, because as we look back, and sometimes we look at incompletions or things we started and we didn't continue pursuing, it's okay if the new clarity is, you know what, in my heart of hearts, I really, really didn't want to do that.
Yeah, that's fine too.
I thought I was interested in it, but as I got into it, I realized, no, I'm really not passionate about this. That's totally okay. But if that's the case, let it go. Don't have that hanging around in the back of your mind thinking, well, I should have done this and I did it. It's like, no, your heart said, oh, it was worth exploring, but no, I've decided to do something else. It's okay.
That's fine too, because life is all about you try and find out, oh, I liked it. Oh, I didn't like it. Or, oh, I didn't even want it.
Yeah, and there's no reason to carry that baggage into 2025. And definitely no reason to carry it into the next 9-year cycle. Nice. No, your goddesses, and I know your goddesses speak to you kind of in a very stern and direct way, but it's all loving.
Oh, of course.
I mean, they're not being critical. They're not like
no.
a scolding parent, right?
No, of course.
But they can talk to you strongly because
we're connected.
Yeah. So yeah. So when we share messages like this, they're always coming in love. We're not ever here sharing things that our guides are saying, this is what you're supposed to do. You have to do this. It's like, no, this is just guidance. And we all are free to take it or leave it.
That's true.